Yo, what's going on today, YouTube? It's Dan Harkins, and we're going back to Call of Duty 4 because it seems with the new game there is a remastered version of Call of Duty 4. So let's put up some Call of Duty 4 gameplay, god damn it, because this is what people have wanted, right? Every year. Let's go back to boots on the ground because I can't adapt to running and jumping. That's basically what I've been hearing from the community. And here's the thing, folks. People have been playing this since 2007. It's been more than 7 years. These people we're getting old. We're old people now. God damn it. Think about it. All the people that are saying, you know what, I want to go back to the traditional gameplay. It just sounds like everything like old people used to say. These kids, let's just go back how it used to be, walking the 7 miles to school. And, everything was a nickel. It was a better time back then. Now you just replace it. Let's go back to the shooting games where you didn't have no running on the walls. That's kind of more of an old man redneck, but I think you guys get the point. Call of Duty players that want to go back to boots on the ground are old. In the sense of the Call of Duty timeline, they've been fed this boots on the ground, this I can't fly or jump shit. And that's what they want to go back to. Very simple gameplay. And that's essentially what it is. They cannot adapt to movement systems where, the sporadic gameplay. They just want to go back to a more standard tactical gameplay. Not saying that the new games are not tactical. They are way more fast paced, and I believe that they're so fast paced that they're just turning people off because they're old. Fucking, I'm saying it, guys. I'm being straight. And listen, I'm old too. I'm actually getting to the point where I also don't want to keep flying around and jumping on walls. But god damn it, I'm not ready to throw in the towel. So I'm going to keep adapting. I'm going to keep playing these games. And, whether I have the option of wall running, boost sliding, I'm going to play it regardless. It is not that big of a deal for me to adapt to a new game, which seems to be the biggest issue for everybody else. Like, god damn it, I can't do this double jumping and shit. Okay, whatever, man. And people complaining about the future of warfare shit. Y'all motherfuckers don't need to buy this shit. And people acting like Activision's got like a knife to their dick saying, you better fucking buy this game and like it. Here's the thing, guys. If there's a game you'll like, you will play it. If you do not like that game, you will not play it. Let me give you a specific example of a game I don't like and I don't play. It's called Modern Warfare 2. Came out, played it for a bit, and then it just went to shit. But you know what I did? I didn't sit there complaining about it every day. I took the game out, and then I proceeded to play Bad Company 2, and so that game went to shit. And then I just stopped playing games until I think Black Ops dropped or something of that nature. You guys are not forced to play these games, and I understand that there is a mindset behind these games. Something I like to think of is like, think of a band that you like, and think of that first album that band made, and you just fucking loved it. And the second one came out, and you know what? It was pretty good. The third one, also pretty stellar. But then the fourth and fifth one, they're like, you know what? We're gonna experiment a little bit, and you're like, I'm not liking this, and then they just went to shit. That's kind of what Call of Duty is doing to its community for these people, and not to say that there isn't people that like those bands' fifth and sixth album, which is shit, but these people just say, you know what, this isn't what I grew up with. This is not what I want, and that's okay, because here's a fantastic thing, people, is you can like what you want. You don't have to be forced to play, and I get it's upsetting when you just want it to go back. And it just isn't happening with Infinite Warfare, it appears to be. Maybe it will. Maybe it'll be just like Call of Duty 4, but all the people saying, you know what, I'm just going to buy this Call of Duty 4, the game's over, guys. You gotta let it go. I'm sure it's going to be fun and whatnot, and sure, might play it a bit, but I want something new. I played Call of Duty 4. Why do I want to go back and play it again? You can go back and play it again. You don't have to wait for this new Infinite War to come out. You can just go fucking play that shit, y'all. Ain't nothing stopping ya. Except the hack lobbies, which I hear have become less prominent But let's talk about Infinite Warfare. Okay, we can fly into space. That's about what I took from that game. Am I going to pick it up? Probably, because I want to see how they're going to do. I'm glad that they didn't call it Ghost 2, because we know that would have just shot this shit down. And right now I feel like Infinite Warfare, it just... What the... I don't like the game name. It should have just been called like Call of Duty 5 Infinite Warfare or Space Warfare, or I don't know. I just don't fucking like the name, guys. That's just me, alright? But we get to launch into space. Now, we haven't seen the multiplayer reveal, and I'm sure it's probably not going to be that much different, but we'll know. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the single-player games, and I know that a lot of people that play this game never touch a single player. They just go straight to multiplayer because that's... I mean, you can spend a bajillion hours in multiplayer, but the single players have actually all been a lot of fun and really cool to, you know, kill like 6 or 10 hours of gameplay. Albeit Ghost was probably not the strongest campaign, and Black Ops 3, I think it was a good campaign if you took the time to read the backstory, but just playing it, a lot of this stuff didn't really come to the forefront, so it was kind of confusing. But overall, they've all had really enjoyable campaigns, and I think it's worth, you know, spending 6 or 10 hours. I mean, you could do like an hour a day if you really got to play multiplayer, but I think it's worth playing. It's a lot of people work on the single player, and I feel like if you don't play the single player, it's kind of like shitting in their face, saying, well, I don't give a fuck about this. All I want to do is play multiplayer, and I cannot take the time to do anything else. And damn, these fucking matches take forever, it appears. Like, I'm already at like 7 minutes, and it feels like forever. Because I really wasn't planning on talking this long, but now I'm kind of contracted to keep talking longer and longer here. But Infinite Warfare is coming out. You got your groups. Who knows what it's going to be like? Is it going to be a good game? Is it going to be a bad game? Is it going to be the game that says, you know what, I'm never going to play this game again? And I always hear that shit on the forums from people saying, you know what, I'm not buying this Call of Duty. Motherfucker, you are going to buy this shit. If I had $1 for every time someone said they weren't going to buy Call of Duty, but then in the event bought Call of Duty, I'd have millions of dollars. Because there's tons of people. You'll break, and Activision knows that. Maybe you might not get it day one, but you'll get it. Maybe you won't even buy it. Maybe someone will give it to you and you'll still play it. The point is, somehow you're going to manage playing this game. Whether you like it or not, no, it's entirely up to you. And I can tell you folks, I'm kind of already getting to the point where I'm kind of tired of playing Call of Duty. There just hasn't been a new IP that's really grabbed my attention and said, you know what, this is going to be a shitload of fun. Now I got a lot of folks saying, you know what, you should play Division. I do not care for Division, as I also do not care for Destiny or Borderlands. And I'm not saying that these are like shitty games. They're not my type of games. These loot-based games stuff just kind of get... It just... Here's the thing. If I have a gun and I shoot you in the head, you're dead. I shouldn't be seeing like 2,000 HP coming off and shit. Like, that's something I expect in some JRPG. Some bullshit like that. I'm cool with that fantasy element, and I know you could say, well, if you stab someone in the head, they would be dead. Yeah, you got me there, guys. But the RPG elements in the shooters is really weird. The only time I've played one where it's, I would say, felt somewhat normal was like Mass Effect. I actually liked it. And granted, you shoot people in these games, numbers are still coming up, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Is like there isn't like gear to mitigate damage and increase your critical strike potential and stuff like that. Or maybe there is. I guess they have the high caliber. But I guess the thing is, I've been waiting for that game that's just going to take the whole industry and just throw it on its head. And I'll tell you folks now, it's not going to be Titanfall 2. It's not going to be Titanfall 2. It's not going to be Overwatch. It's not going to be Battleborn. Those aren't the games. We won't know that game. But I'm hoping soon it comes out and it just is a breath of fresh air. Just something that's really new, innovative, and just is fucking fun. I think, personally, guys, Call of Duty should just take a nice hiatus. And I know it's not going to happen because it's just a cash churning machine. Activision's just going to keep having them pumped out. Just, you know, copy and paste. Copy and paste. It's still going to keep coming out, folks. But I really think Activision could benefit from just taking a real nice long break and just lay off the 3-year cycle and just give these companies a break. Give people a break so they can play other games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you know what I'm saying. And this is Call of Duty 4, folks. This is what I guess we're gonna eventually be going back to, but it's gonna be remastered. It's good, right? Remastered.
Had that shit.